Once you've finished shooting a roll in Exif-Max, you may choose to export the data as a CSV file for use with other tools such as Exiftool. If you're watching this video, I assume you're already used to Exiftool. However, just quickly, we'll look at how to install Exiftool and then how to use the CSV file with Exiftool. So a link to this webpage will be in the description, but if you just go to exiftool.org, this is a great sort of command line application to handle all sorts of image data, image metadata, not just Exif data, but lots and lots of other very interesting things. But I'm sure maybe you know this already. To install this on Mac, you just have to head down here, macOS package. This will take you to this website here. And then download the package. When you try and open this, usually it'll say it has not been opened because of it can't check this for bugs. I've done this several times. Please do this at your own risk, but I've never had any issues with it. Anyway, trying to open it like this may not work. If you still wish to open this and go forward, you need to go to Settings, Privacy and Security. And if you scroll down, you should be prompted here. Exiftool 13.51.package was blocked. You can choose to open anyway. On older OSs, you can right-click, open, and then that original sort of pop-up will give you the option to open it. But this is how you do it on, I think this is macOS 26. So we're just going to open anyway. And then open anyway again. Going to type in my password here. And then you're just guided through the installation. It's very simple. And then you're all done. Exiftool is now accessed through the terminal. So if I close everything here, terminal, and now just to check it's been installed, if you type Exiftool and press enter, you get this short description. Once you've installed Exiftool, we can go ahead and start working on the CSV file exported from Exif-Max. On the desktop here, I have the folder with our film scans inside. And if I open one of these, you can see that there's no sort of additional information. We just have the General tab. Usually there'll be an Exif tab and a GPS tab and some other things. Maybe your film scans have these, but at the moment we don't. And this is the information we're wanting to add to these scans. So you can open the CSV file in any piece of software you like. I'm going to use Apple Numbers just for ease here. And you'll see we have this table, which every row is a frame, essentially. Every row contains all the information we're going to write to that image. So date and time, camera information, lens information, and so on. All we need to do here, as is hopefully quite clear, is replace the source file column with which image we want to write this data to. So the best way to get the file path, which we want to replace the cell with, is navigate to our scans, select all the ones we want. It's best if the path doesn't contain any spaces, so if the folder name doesn't contain any spaces, that's why I'm working from the desktop, just to make this a bit easier. Right click, and then where it says copy, if you hold down the option key, you'll have copy items as path names. So I'm going to do that now. And now this is copied to the clipboard, the path names separated by spaces. We want them separated by new lines so that it fits nicely into our table here. I think, again, the easiest way to do this, we'll go to Notes, create a new note, paste our path names here, and we'll find and replace every instance of the spacebar with a new line, which is going to be Option Enter, and then we can click All. So now we have all our path names as new lines. So if we go back to Numbers here and we paste this in, you can now see quite clearly that this image here, image 29, will get all of this information on this row, but just to make this easier, 159.36. This is perhaps where you'll do the most work. Every file path corresponds to this data, and it's just making sure that these are right. So do take the time here to make sure that the correct photo gets the correct data. I know that there are 12 images and there are 12 frames here, so this is the earliest, this is the latest. I know that because I took the photos. Make sure you go through and just check this for yourself. Once we've done that, we can export this as a CSV again, because this is actually open the CSV as a numbers document. So we just go File, Export to CSV, leave the settings as this. I believe these are the default settings. Save. You can save it to the same place. You can overwrite the original file if you like. All we've changed is this first column, unless you have changed more, which you're welcome to do. The format is quite specific though, so if you're unsure or if you haven't used Exiftool much before, I'd recommend checking out their website, which will be in the description. It's very useful, lots of great information there. So I'm just going to overwrite our original file, export. It'll ask me, am I sure I want to replace? Yes. And when we close this numbers document, we don't need to save it because again, this is just a numbers document. All the information is back in our CSV over here. So I'll get rid of that. Now we go on to actually using Exiftool. We prepared the CSV, everything's ready. So we're going to navigate to the terminal, which is how you use Exiftool. It's a command line application. And we're going to use the following command, quite simple. We just type Exiftool -f minus CSV equals. So we're saying CSV equals, this is our CSV, this is where our CSV is. Drag and drop that into the terminal window, and then the folder which contains our film scans, we drop that into the terminal window as well, just like this. -f minus CSV equals the file path of the CSV and then the path of our scans. And then all we need to do is press enter. One directory scanned, 12 image files updated, so you get a confirmation message that's worked. And now if we open again that image from before, 39, we can see that we now have these extra tabs, GPS and Exif, including date and time, ISO, lens settings, camera settings, and location information. So if I zoom out here, you can see where this was. This is a fun photo to use as an example. This says something along the lines of altitude above sea level 790 meters, and we can see here 796.33. So we know this is certainly correct. You may have noticed that you have some additional files now in your film scans folder, the folder that has your images in. These _original files. Exiftool just creates these in case something goes wrong and you want to undo your work. This is very useful, but if you're certain and you don't want to do that and you want to save yourself some time going through and deleting these, you can slightly alter the command that we used before. We can just use Exiftool -f minus overwrite _original minus CSV equals, and then just the same again, dragging and dropping our CSV file and our image folder. This way Exiftool won't create these _original files, and it may save you some time. Yeah, all done.